Hello, it's me again for another Lick Friday, and we've got week 383 this week. This one is tricky, putting it bluntly. Yeah, you'll find out in a second, but it's based around an F kind of major pentatonic-y thing. So yeah, I'm looking at it as F minor pentatonic, but with major notes added in, so kind of using the mixolydian notes as we go through. Not going to confuse too much with that, because it does get confusing as to why you're using these things, but let's hear that lick and then you'll find out. Here it is. Right, so there you go. As you can tell, it is quite tricky around the edges. There's kind of like a 5-note pattern to start with, which repeats around 4 times. Then you've got this tone and a half bend going into a full tone bend into a 6-tuplet descending run. So that itself is quite tricky. And then you finish in with kind of like a mixolydian lick, which ends on a semitone bend with 1 note staying static. So there's a lot in this to actually draw from, so you can take out micro licks as you go through. Yeah, it's a great lick. I really enjoyed playing it, and I enjoyed working it out as well. It took a while just to try and get right, but it is a good lick to play and good fun. One where I just said you can take the micro licks out of it, so those tiny little versions or snippets of the full thing, which you can add in if you don't want to play the full thing. But if you do like this, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell button for all future notifications, and using the jamming track at the end, which you can find the full version for on patreon.com/Dan's page. And that is it. Let's get this thing broken down. It is a little bit on the tricky side, but not necessarily because of what's being played, it's more how it's being played. So we've got this 5-note section, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it repeats 4 times. Fret wise, you've got 16 hammering on to 17, so that's bringing in the major third in the key of F. That's all on the first string. Then you've got 18 on the second string, going to 18 on the first string, and then 18 back on the second string for that last note of that 5-note sequence. And then you repeat it another 3 times. Okay, so that itself is quite tricky to do with a straight timing, but you'll get used to it. And then after you've done it on the 4th time, so 1, 2, 3, on the 4th time it goes back to that 16, and then you've got to the 18th fret 2nd string, a tone and a half, and then straight to 16 for a full tone bend. So you get this like, and then you've got which is a lovely lick. I love those licks. So which is basically 13 on the first string, 16 pull off to the 13 on the second string, 16 pull off to 13 on the first string, 16 on the second, 13 on the second, 15, 13 on the third, and then 15 with vibrato on that 4th string. So a lovely lick to play anywhere. You know, you can do that. It's a great lick. It's a wonderful lick. So, and then it finishes with this. which is quite a flavoursome lick, but it's basically 13 hammering on to the 14, which again is that major third coming into it, third string, and then 13 second and first, back to the second, and then a 15th fret semitone bend. Whilst that's ringing, you're going to strike that 15 again and the 16th fret with the bend on the 15. So you get both of those notes at the same time. So it's like... So you're going to hear that kind of freight train discordant sound, which is rather nice but a little bit horrible at the same time. But anyway, there you go. I'll try and play it slow for you now, which I will probably fail at, but here it goes. So 3, 4, do it again. So to me. So if you did enjoy it, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button, comment below with anything you would like to hear, or just drop a comment and say hello or thanks or whatever it is. There's super thanks there as well if you want to go further than that. And the Patreon page has the full jamming track, but there is a smaller version coming up in just a second. So anything else to add? I don't think so. I think that is it for this week. I will leave you with that, and hopefully you enjoy playing it. If you don't enjoy playing the whole thing, take little small versions of it. So anyway, there you go. That's it. See you next week.